Good morning, students. So, today we are again going to start with chapter 4 of physics, and the name of the chapter is light energy. In the previous session of this chapter, we have seen that what is light, we have seen some sources of light, then we have seen the mirrors, how the images are formed in the mirrors, the virtual image and the real image, and we have also seen that how many types of lenses are there. So today we are going to understand some terms related to reflection. Okay, so let's start. This was the term that was actually not being told in the previous videos, so today I'm telling you that in a very brief explanation that what are the terms that are related to the reflection. So first one is the incident ray. What is the incident ray? The ray of light that strikes the surface is called the incident ray. Clear? Means suppose there is any kind of surface, okay, and here is the white light source. Suppose this is the torch, okay, and the light is coming and it is striking on the surface. So this ray of light is called the incident ray. Then point of incidence, the point at which the incident ray strikes the surface is the point of incidence. Means where the light is being actually striking, okay, that is called the point of incidence. Clear? Now the reflected ray, the ray of light which is returned back into the same medium after striking the surface, is called the reflected ray. Then normal, the perpendicular drawn on the surface at the point of incidence is called the normal. Okay. Angle of incidence, the angle between the incident ray and the normal is called the angle of incidence. It is represented by the letter I. Angle of reflection, the angle between the reflected ray and the normal is called the angle of reflection, and it is represented by the letter R. So let's see how the diagram is being made. Okay, so as I have told you that the ray of light which is striking on the surface is called the incident ray, and the point where the light is striking is called point of incidence, and when it is going back it is called reflected ray, and the perpendicular line between the incident ray and the reflected ray is called normal. So let's see in an experiment, okay, that how the light is striking and going, okay, and what is the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. Now over here, as you can see that there is a plane surface, or we can assume it as a plane mirror. Okay, so now we will see that according to the definition, when the light ray strikes the boundary of two media such as air and glass, a part of light is turned back into the same medium, and this is called the reflection of light. As you are seeing it over here, that the white light which is striking on the surface is called the incident ray, and the reflected ray is the light which is showing after the striking. Okay, in between them there is a perpendicular line called the normal, and angle of incident and angle of reflections are equal, which we are calling I and R. So our next topic is the laws of reflection. The laws of reflection is simply going to tell us that how the reflection of light ray from a plane mirror is showing the incident ray, the normal ray, and the reflected ray in one plane. Okay, so the light which you are seeing first and it is striking on the plane mirror, this is called the incident ray. Clear? And the point at which the line is striking is called the point of incidence. This we have seen earlier also. Now you are seeing the red line, which is also called as the normal line. Okay, and the normal line is the perpendicular line which is coming or which is drawn on this plane mirror. Okay, I hope you are understanding it. So now the angle which is forming between the normal line and the incident ray is called the angle of incidence. As you can see over here, this is called the angle of incidence. Now after striking of the incident ray, the light also travel or it also reflected, it gets reflected back. Okay, and this is called the reflected ray. Okay, so the reflection of light ray at a surface obeys the following two laws of reflection. The angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. As you can see it, that the angle of reflection is forming between the normal line and the reflected ray. Okay, and the first law is telling that the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Okay, and the second law is telling the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal all lie in the same plane. And as you can see that the plane mirror on which the plane normal to the plane mirror at the point of incident, which contains the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal. Okay, they are all lying in the same plane. So I hope you have understood that what is the laws of reflection. If you get any confusion regarding the law, then tell me, and we will take and understand the cases of reflection in the next video. Thank you.